over there.
What is going on, YouTube? Derbador to Weldor here, and I'm at probably the coolest place I've ever been. It's the Atlantic Coastal Pipeline. Well, not the actual pipeline, but we're in the maintenance yard. And so we're working on these aluminum trailers you see here. They're chipping shredder trailers. And they're the trailers that haul the chippings from the shredder. So they could not find anybody on site who wanted to deal with aluminum, so they had to contract it out. And as you can see right now, I'm on the one trailer, preheating with the torch, doing a little tack weld on the bracket. We're just putting a hydraulic bracket hanger up there for hanging the hydraulic hoses. And now I gotta let Perry out of the other trailer. He just finished bolting the ladder on. You'll see in some of the other later clips of us getting the brackets together for these ladders. So it was cold. You had to preheat it. And we were preheating it all up to about, 250, 300 degrees seemed to do very good. And preheating was very imperative, especially because we only had a 200 amp machine and this was quarter, 3/8, 1 inch. This was some insane aluminum. I tell you, I would kill to have a Trailblazer with a direct connect spool gun for this. And of course, in this clip, the door is hanging right there where you can't see what I'm doing. But just finished up, saying our goodbyes, and so on. And right here you have the finished product. Just a simple piece of angle iron with a hole drilled in it. Now here we go. This is the side boom crane or pipe layer. Only seen them on Instagram, but it was cool to finally see it in real life out there at the pipeline. Super cool. Now for this, we're putting in a guide plate on the side. And same thing, preheat and wire brush too. Lots of wire brushing. Right now I'm just tacking in that guide plate. Now it's tacked in, giving it a preheat. Just trying to make sure it's up to temperature. You can see right here, heating up Rosebud, checking with the little infrared thermometer. Definitely, if you're doing anything like this, cast iron aluminum is definitely worth buying. Definitely worth buying. And checking it again. Passing the camera off. All that fun stuff. And zapping it up with the spool gun. And that's the Lincoln 210 MP spool gun, running it off the Hobart. This is our little neat setup. We stuck the 210 MP on the Champion 145, plugged it in, and ratchet strapped it and the bottle on there. This was day 2. We're out there 2 days, so this made it easier just to move everything around as one unit. But definitely after this job, I'm buying a Miller HF251 high frequency box, because this just was not very ideal. It won't practical, but gotta make do with what you got. So here, the bottom of that ladder is a couple pieces of flat bar and then a piece of flat bar on the top, and it had all split and broke apart. So we're just giving it a little preheat. I didn't even preheat this that much because it was only 1/8 inch. I probably preheated maybe 200 degrees at the most. But it was still, like I said, it was cold. It was so cold. You got to get the chill out of the aluminum, or you're going to have nasty cold starts. And that was the big deal, was getting those nasty cold, was trying to keep from having those nasty cold starts. And of course, more brushing. Got to do lots of brushing on aluminum. And this aluminum's dirty, it's nasty. As you can see, the whole backside of that trailer is all road grime and dirt just stuck to it. If you don't brush that stuff off, it is a pain to weld over. In fact, it's just not even, you just can't practically weld over it at all. And we're only going to have to do 4 trailers. Well, it turned into 5. As soon as we were done with trailer 4, a 5th trailer showed up, and he had ripped off his ladder. So they were like, get that one done too. We want it done. So you can see, I already did the bottom brackets. I forgot to start the camera, but just tacked on the top brackets, getting the rosebud. Nothing's more fun than trying to light a rosebud on a ladder. And I know it don't look like it's that high, but you know, when you're up there, it's pretty high. It's a little scary. And you know, brushing it off. I find if you brush it, heat it up, and then brush it again after you've heated it up, it gets more stuff out. And now it's even darker, and it's even colder now that the sun's gone down. So preheating's even more imperative. So I decided for this, what I'd do is I would drill and bolt the ladder on while I'm up there. Just get it done, you know, kind of get it done in one swoop. See, moving over to the other side. Just get it done in one swoop instead of passing it off to Perry. Make it a little bit easier. You know, just a little bit easier, a little quicker to get out of there. But yeah, these guys are brutal on these trailers. And we never actually got to see the actual pipeline. I drove by the spot. We drove by the spot where they were putting the pipeline in, but that section was already buried. And so we didn't get to see the pipeline, but we got to see plenty of pieces of pipe hanging out in the yard, the pipe hauler trucks, and just all sorts of cool stuff out there. It was definitely an experience. It was a lot of fun. And after talking to their boss, we got paid. He's like, you know, we got more stuff for you. There's always something aluminum broken out here. So this is why I tell people you need to get a specialty, something that no one else does. And he said nobody else out there wanted to touch aluminum, so we got on it. And you know, that's a specialty that we have. That, you know, this is a huge pipeline, tons of people with better equipment than us, and we have a specialty, and we can do something that they don't want to do, and we're getting paid. This is how you get your foot in the door for big stuff like this.